I was always a young old lady. Because I grew up with senior citizens. So that's not my fault. That they literally made me this old soul. I don't want to be old. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to have to take a nap. I don't want to rest my eyes. I don't want my sugar to be low. I don't want to talk like that. I don't want a shawl. But that's how I grew up.
I don't want a shawl. I don't go to a movie without another layer.
Oh,
without a little cardigan in my bed.
Is it chilly?
Lemme say this. Lemme say this.
Hey, this is Peyton.
And this is Hunter.
And this is Lemme Say This from Higher Ground.
This week we're talking about the Prime series Sterling Point, a little YA drama that we love. And we're having the comedian Sydnee Washington on to tell us about her Black Barbie sketches and summer and body tea and everything else.
Just wait for the end. That's all I'll say. A big surprise. She comes out and you'll see how. You'll see how we mean.
That sounds like she pops out a titty.
Wait, that sounds insane, but it's good. It just keep this in. We really cover a lot of ground in that conversation. Too much, maybe. Okay, so right before we started recording, we kind of dragged your ass for out-mugging us on our own podcast.
It was just you. Hunter said, you look nice. And
Great,
you said,
I'll take
bitch.
it. Yeah, I said, you dumb bitch. You want to roll up in here? Because can we just take a look at her?
She said, I see how the podcast. I'm like, well, then we don't look good
so
every
I got holes in my shirt, by the way.
No.
I come from a broken home, and you can tell.
These necklaces are covering a stain, actually.
No.
And I'm sad that I have to admit that.
First of all, again, we're in August, and I've already seen the back to school bullshit, and the people are going to. They got their backpacks and stuff. So I already know they're trying to hit us with the fall so quick. Yeah. And it's like summer's just getting started. And so seasons could be anything. And so that's why I'm going to have my halters out. I'm going to have my titties out. Because as soon as I wrap them up, it's done. The turtleneck, tight.
And when does the turtleneck come on? When does summer end for you?
Summer really ends after Halloween.
Oh, thank God you said that.
You
That's what I always say. Halloween is the last day that you're like, okay, who never gets cold, but just a little. That's the first time I'm like, I need a little bit of a jacket.
Cardigan.
I need something on these arms.
Yes, yeah. But also, we also know that we don't have an ozone layer. It's gone. So we're going to have a longer summer. The sun has been sizzling us for many, many months.
Right,
the UV rays hates us. So I think it's not going to get cold until December, actually.
But isn't that more reason then to like love winter, fall, spring?
No. What? Absolutely not.
Because summer is going to be forever.
No.
Unfortunately, we're all going to burn in hell.
So summer is going to be forever. And still people will be like back to school, fall shopping.
Exactly.
Here at Old Navy.
The tweed. I'm starting to see tweed. I even threw a little pattern, a fall pattern for y'all. Because I do acknowledge that we're ramping up for it. But, that's why I feel
Are you a summer supremacist? Like it's your favorite season?
I'm a winter baby, so I'm born in the dead of winter, February, Aquarius, the best, low key. Right. I'm not even gonna go there, but I know what it is to be a New Yorker and be cold at heart. So I bring the warmth. So I like to extend the heat whenever I can.
I love that. I feel like it's very rare for winter people to love summer so much or to appreciate summer.
I appreciate it. I need it because I feel like that's when people are at their best.
Yeah, but are you the type to be like, I'm having a party, you better show up in the snow booth. I don't care. You're marching through the trenches to get to my party.
That is for birthday?
Yeah.
That is a young ho mentality. Oh. After you get in a certain age, you just happy that people replied to the message. And if they show up, they show it. If they not, whatever. But if I have like an open bar situation or, snacks, I need to know the numbers. So yes, please show up and let me know because I paid money.
Right.
But other than that, I know how hard it is. I know we got the weight of the world on our shoulders. We have our phones glued to our hand. It just takes so much to get up out of the bed. So I know you can't make it.
That's
I just know I already start with, they're not coming. So when they come, then I'm like, oh my God, you came. Low expectations, put it under to the ground.
That's a beautiful reframe, and I've felt so much better about bailing on things now.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Well, hold on. No, you're young. Don't do that. No, you are a young hoe. I see you outside. I see your stories. I see your posts. Don't you do that. The fact that if you don't show up, it's like, oh, you hate me. You clearly
going everywhere else.
have no love.
I'm looking for an exit.
You know how it is. And you got a different look for everything. You switch out of clothes at least 4 times a day. So don't do that. Don't do that.
One of my
now,
friends
Hunter, I do believe that you are very picky with what you show up to.
That is true. I don't just go to anything.
Oh.
So there's a gun in this way.
No, she's
You're
strapped.
out. You're out. You are modern day comedic socialite.
But I'm different now.
Comedic socialite.
Yes.
I've changed as of 2 weeks ago. Legitimately.
Why?
I learned that from a young person.
Hello?
About it. Because I decided to be different.
Fake. Hunter, how are you?
So basement won't be seeing you anytime soon. Okay,
How are you?
interesting. You know what?
Just started. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I'm just saying.
We haven't even gotten to some questions
I
yet.
know. It's you. It's you.
She said it's actually you.
Yeah.
It's like I can't tell if we're gonna fist fight or make out and
No. Listen, I respect the high energy and whatever you're giving right now. You're here. You showed up.
I'm in a dark place.
You are?
Yes, I did my Pilates class this morning, movement room in Cobble Hill. Love it. And my instructor is leaving. Elliot.
Oh,
I'm so sad. I was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have worked twice as hard this time for a compliment.
I almost asked gay guy, but then I immediately.
That's why you're in a dark place?
Yeah. I love him.
Girl, we're gonna fight.
Okay,
I signed up for 2 therapist consultations. 2. They bailed on me same day, back to back. And I was supposed to have a primary physician appointment.
Yeah.
They canceled on me. So that's 3. That's 3 for 3.
Today alone.
This past weekend.
Oh,
like
that's a lot.
Friday and then yesterday.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay,
it's
that's
really
a lot.
bad. I'm
And
trying to get the help.
Yeah. No, you're
But
doing the
basically,
work.
the universe is telling me I'm fine. I don't need to get checked up. Who needs blood tests? Who needs the mind test? I'm good, honey. They said take the day off. Take the year
mind
off.
test. So that's how you know you need it, by the way.
When they canceled, what did they tell you? They said, sorry, we just
One,
can't take
I
it
logged
on?
in.
just ghosted.
I was
my
there for
God.
like 15 minutes.
No.
Listen, and when I tell you, I put on a unit. I have my little. I'm seeing a therapist consultation.
Yeah.
Bob flips, a professional.
Yeah, you said,
bare
"I'm the
face."
captain now."
Yeah,
Okay,
I do need
period.
the help.
Yes,
I'm not
You said,
that
actually,
sad.
I'm helping you at
Yes.
this point with this bob.
Hold on, I'm not that sad where I want to do my hair, but I am sad because you're gonna see the eyebrows real fucked up and the eyes are low. So let's go. She didn't show up.
That's
That's crazy and so
Yeah,
unprofessional.
it was. I don't want to say what kind of woman it was, but it'd be your own people.
Well,
It'd be your own
honestly,
people.
I could have.
Unfortunately, that is what I assume.
It's like, why does it have to be like that?
I mean, I know with everything going on, like I see her. I see it.
yeah,
I wouldn't show up. I don't want to show up for me.
You would, yeah.
I mean, I showed up because
you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you Pilates, they're leaving. At least they showed up. At least you've been having them. I'm trying to get the initial, talk
Consult.
back. Yeah.
The 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showing up 15 minutes late for a 15-minute meeting and then just
That's
no
crazy.
showing, that's crazy. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, that really hurt.
But I wish you the best in your mental health journey.
I don't know.
I can help.
Girl, bye. Again, the yous, they feel like they have the answers to everything, and we just know that can't possibly be the case.
I don't know why you keep calling me young.
You are.
I have a youthful spirit, and it's a different thing.
No. I could. This is how I know that you are young. Okay.
Well, okay.
You're into sports, allegedly. Allegedly, you're into sports. I see you at the games. Any type of game. Soccer, basketball.
I don't even know the
football,
girl.
baseball.
Football?
Yeah. Hockey. She's at all of them.
She just hates staying home.
No, I
She
know.
hates staying
And I've
home.
seen the layout of your place. You should want to be home.
Bitch, you are.
The furniture.
Pocket watching me is
I'm not-
crazy.
oh,
Hold
if you
on.
post it online, you clearly want us to see. No? I barely show my home because there's nothing on the walls.
You know what I have seen in your house, though?
Yes, I have a vibrational plate. Let's get into it. Now,
Explain it to me.
Yes, I have a vibrational plate because my circulation is muy mala. Because of the traveling, the lives
Yes.
that I've lived.
Yes.
And so I realized that I work from home. So the sitting down, the laying on your back, it's not the life. And so when I can't go to the gym, which is a lot, I use the vibrational plate as a substitute for that. And so that's like lymphatic drainage to make sure you don't have pockets for cellulite, because I realized I had that this year. And so, it's good. Yeah, I ain't got to
Didn't
worry
you do
about
75 hard? Like
I did
3
last
months
year.
ago?
No. That the way I talk about it, it sounds like I did it 3 months ago, but it was absolutely last year around the same time. Yeah.
I remember was following along in real time. It was very impressive.
I had to let everybody know, yes, something is wrong with me, and a gallon of water is involved, and I'm working out twice a day, 10K steps, no sugar, no fried food, no happiness, just mad at everything.
This is like Beyonce doing Renaissance.
Yeah, I was like, am I going to Coachella? Like, am I performing for Coachella? What's going on? Did I just have the two twins? I'm hungry. That's how I felt. I did, for real. But
the deep voice is crazy. It's
well, that's what she said. That's what she said, and I agreed with her.
How did you feel after it, though?
The clarity that you get, that you're like, oh yeah, I really am bullshitting. I'm doing myself a disservice with not having, what do you call it? Discipline. I know y'all have it. Y'all type A over here. She not playing around. You in between.
The way it went from you do
type
have
A.
discipline.
Yes. Oh no, I know. She don't not fuck around. And that's why I feel like the ozone layer is here. It's actually she's covering her energy and her time. And you out here, you for the people. You the streets.
I'm the people's princess is what they call me.
And that's actually democracy in action.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. I'm just, I write down the notes that the therapist didn't write for me because she didn't show up.
Oh, I want you to call her out by name, but like it's fine.
I can't even.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
You didn't even get to
Can you believe
That's
that
crazy.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. Although when I was in my early 20s and I didn't have a therapist, you know what I did have?
What?
Aaron Brockovich. And that did a lot for me.
Y'all are unserious.
No, I'm serious. It taught me a lot.
What did it teach you?
Confidence, that I'm always right, which many times, and how to stand up for myself.
I feel like that's
against corporate greed.
I feel like that's you anyway.
She brought a small town to its feet and a giant corporation to its knees.
And don't forget up the push-up bra. That leopard push-up bra. She was
doing it. Ugh,
and a little
the recall
heel.
for numbers though, nobody knows numbers anymore. Do you know? And besides, like, I feel like parents don't count.
What do you mean?
Do you
Phone
know?
numbers?
Yeah, phone numbers.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so I got on Threads the other day. And I'm never on Threads. I never really, but I said bring back rotary phones. And I believe that if we had rotary phones, we would remember a lot more. I had at least 15 numbers in the arsenal right here.
Sure.
Just right. I was ready to give out any number at any time. Don't let me be an emergency. I'm hitting all 15 numbers. But now I know my social security number, my phone number, and then my mom's landline.
But we never even see the numbers because when I get someone's number, we bump purses. I get the profile on my phone.
Yes.
Have you ever done that?
Yes, the bumping of the person. No, I'm the person that's like, okay, what's your number? And then I'm using one finger. Yeah, okay. Then fucking up the number, delete. They said no, it's a 7, and then I'm like, all right, okay.
I hate when someone's like, oh, just text me. I'm like,
stop.
First of all, I don't remember your name.
Yeah,
Sweetheart.
that too. That's why it's always important to be like, put your number in the phone. Put your phone number in my phone so you could get their name as well.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, my number is already in there. You're like, you know what, girl?
It's been too long.
Yeah. I need to see more of you. We need to hang out more. What Kiki say?
Yeah.
I need to spend more time with you. Yes. Yeah, we don't remember anything. It's really upsetting. I mean, I used to say people's first and last names growing up, and now it's like Alicia.
But I actually,
blah, blah, blah.
I love when people use someone's full name because it means something.
It does.
And it's not just like because it could be another name, but like my friend Evan, I only call her Evan Nicole Brown, like middle as well. And it's like, because you know she's serious.
Yes.
Like you just learned a lot about her because I said her full name.
If you say Evan, I'm like, Evan Nicole Brown. It's never, there's no mononymous Evan. It's just Evan Nicole Brown.
We all have one.
But there's a lot of Evans.
But there's only one Evan Nicole Brown.
And she comes, come on out.
Okay, I was like, wait, is she running for something? Because the way the PR hitting it right now.
A few things.
I'm going to walk away thinking about Evan Nicole Brown.
You are so auntie-coded. It makes me feel so safe and maybe makes fun to feel seen.
You shouldn't feel
Makes
safe.
me feel safe.
Okay. I was always a young old lady. Because I grew up with senior citizens. So that's not my fault. They literally made me this old soul. I don't want to be old. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to have to take a nap. I don't want to rest my eyes. I don't want my sugar to be low. I don't want to talk like that. I don't want a shawl, but that's how I grew up.
I don't go to a movie without another layer, without a little cardigan in my purse.
Chili and a snack.
And yeah,
I've never, or full meal actually is the way Alicia would do it at the very least.
Yeah,
But
so because I grew up with them, that I just learned, like, you always got to have like a little candy or something at the bottom of your purse. You always got to make sure somebody gets home. Text me when you get home. No. I'm making sure you get home.
Yeah.
I'm dropping you off. Let me put you in the Uber. Don't worry about it. You don't have to Venmo me.
we should go out together.
No,
energy, whatever you like. I like it.
No. It's half of it is people pleasing and just working through the traumas that I actually need this bitch to actually come to the consultation, but she refuses. Her and her other friends. So I'm always bring that back. But yeah,
okay, but pivot. You did have a young ho era.
I did,
which leads us to the Black Barbie stories.
Yes, because I was very sheltered, very Christian, very you can't do anything. Soon as I was able to get away from my family, I'm pussy popping on a handstand. I'm passing it out like it's Girl Scout cookies. I mean, you didn't have to pay. You didn't have to pay. Let me fix that. You do have to pay for that. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I was giving it for free for the love of it. For the love of it. For the
love of the game.
Like you. So I definitely went to college and I did my 10,000 hours of poetry, and then I got out and I did some more time. Got out of college. I got kicked out. Never mind. And so I lived my life, and that's why the whole cloak is hung up. It's gone. It's in there. It is definitely upstairs in the upper room.
And yet we still have some French toes.
Now, who decided that? Who said if you have French toes, that's hoe? Who said that?
Are yours French?
Yes. But it's milky. It's a milky.
Paywalled, by the way.
It's milky. There's a difference. You got to have a 2-layer of a milky base coat. And so that doesn't make it the same type of French.
That's more advanced.
The girls who are having the pink or whatever, that might be giving
Oh, I was turning them away from the camera. But,
I have to have a milky one because I can't have.
Is not me.
It's not me
actually.
And is actually. Yeah. I almost said no. Yeah.
I can't have like your. You know how you probably have natural just to show your real base of your toenail. I don't have that. I don't have a good nail bed. It is very dark. It is dark skin. It is Nigerian hair. No, it is very dark. Because of everything that I've been through. I've stubbed my toe so many times. I've walked in so many Jeffrey Campbell thick boots.
My God, Jeffrey Campbell Litas.
Yeah.
Was that your culture ever?
Yeah, it was all,
those
as a bottle girl,
crazy.
Yeah. They were like 7 inches thick. I mean, your foot is truly at the edge.
Yeah.
And that's how you make your money.
Yeah, it was like the common man's like red bottom. It was crazy. And I was in 8th grade wearing them too, which is insane. My parents are going through a divorce. I could do whatever.
You said 8th grade? How you doing? How you doing, Hunter? What's going on with you?
I literally just said I changed last week. Okay.
Can I tell you? I was at a cookout the other day, and I was with some new friends, and they don't really know too much about me, but there's obviously allure. And so I was saying, I used to be out and bottle witch or whatever. And one young man, that's how you know this is already about to be fucked up. He's like, what's the liquor that you had before, your life was elevating? Like how you knew things were changing. And I said, I think it was like Hypnotic or Alizé. He's like, what are you, 45? And then the whole outside went quiet. I could hear the cricket. No, the crickets were quiet too. It was
even the cicadas stopped.
Yeah, the cicadas.
Quiet on the creek.
Yeah,
my God.
The silence was so scary. And I said, I am not 45. He said, Alizé? Hypnotic? I said, why do I speak? I have to stop being honest.
No, he had a gun.
Yeah, definitely.
He had a gun and then turned straight to the head.
Was the diva the doll. I'm sorry. That was like a status symbol.
Well, it was. I mean, in the culture, yes. The nastiest of it all. Yeah. So, it was basically cough medicine. That's how thick it was. It was cough. Think blue? The bottle
was blue, right?
Yes.
And it was
the liquor is blue too. But you think, it's blue like an icy. No. It's the consistency of cough syrup. So that's what I originally thought people were doing lean with. No. Something completely different.
I learn something new every day.
I know.
Lean. Something completely different.
I'm an oracle. I'm here to teach the girls,
Wait, so tell us about taking Black Barbies to Edinburgh Fringe Fest.
Oh yeah, thank you.
It's like
Get us on track. See, she's in
I brought
charge.
up Black Barbie
Oh, you
for
did.
that
You
reason.
did.
Oh, see, no credit.
She said partial credit.
Oh my
please.
God, I'm
It's
just
a
a
team.
personality hire. That's all I'm here for.
So obviously, when we were in the height of the pandemic, the runoff of that, we're just using social media all like reckless or whatever. And so I used to find these Barbies online and then put them in stories to reenact stories that happened to me. And I would do it and people were like, oh my God, this is so funny. Oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe you're alive. Da, 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 da. And so then I was like, how do I make that an actual show with the Barbies? And so I got on a good trusty Canva. How you doing, girl? Canva. Come on. If somebody from Canva could come out and help me, every time I use that freaking app, it reminds me there's not enough sales up there. There's nothing but Skittles and Red Bull and dreams. Because every time I get on there, I'm like, this should be easier. Anyway, so I put it into a show form. I go to Fringe with it, and I pretend to be a woman in STEM or tech or whatever the girls are talking about. It's not true. I am unhinged, a mess. Things are not going right. And so I have to start off up top and say, hey, mess is good. Because that's what's going to be in the show. Not only my life is a mess, but the tech also a mess. And so they love the transparency of that because people go to Fringe, and I have to explain Fringe to everybody. It is like one of the biggest comedy festival or solo show festivals in the world. Everybody goes there in August. Scotland, Edinburgh, and there's 1,000 shows going on. And so my friends who are not in comedy are like, Fringe, I thought you were talking about bangs. It's like, bitch, just Google. But I had to explain. They're like, what is this? It's like, basically, it's like if there were people doing Showtime every day at the same time on the same train all at once for an hour, except they paid, I don't want to say how much, but they spent thousands of dollars to do Showtime for people to watch.
Wow.
That's basically what Fringe is. But it's the best solo shows. I mean, it's all types of clowning. There's theater. There's stand-up. Very alt. So you could do anything. So I went there. It was great. I got good reviews. I was only there for 2 weeks. It was, I've learned.
2 weeks is a long time.
Yeah, that's a long time.
That's a long time to be anywhere.
I mean, imagine, you can't imagine dating somebody and being with them every day at the same time for an hour.
Yeah,
every day.
I've had that experience
for a whole month.
Yeah.
I mean, girls, I'm sure you.
Yeah.
Limerence. Yeah. It's a lot. You start to either take notes and be like, oh, this is how I make it better. Or you be like, I hate this shit, throw it out. All this is trash. I'm tired of talking. I don't want to hear myself anymore. So it was that. Would y'all do that?
Go to Scotland?
Yeah.
I would go to Scotland.
No, for Fringe.
Sure. Yeah, I would. I mean, I'm not planning to right now.
Okay,
Like, I think it would be one really fun to, I don't know, actually, I've enjoyed some of like the one-person shows I've seen and like,
which ones you seen that you liked?
I really liked Kate Berland's show.
Yes.
That was so good. And I really liked the full experience of it. Like
Kate,
walking through.
she had all, it's like multimedia, so that was.
Yeah, it was really
that
impressive.
Was fun. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I couldn't do 2 weeks. That's a bit long for me. I gotta be home.
Hunter, what do you like? What can you do?
I like my Pilates teacher. Look what happened there.
I want to get into the health and wellness, but I also think it's a lot of bullshit, just a little bit.
You did 75 hard.
I know.
It's
like,
a lot of bullshit.
Your body's so tea. Like everything is like
no. You're not happy. You're not happy. If you are putting that many restrictions on everything that's happening to you, you're putting inside of you.
But don't you feel, I eat junk food and I feel like junk. You know what I had for lunch yesterday?
What?
2 fruit roll-ups and then a salad.
Well, you had a salad. And that's actually very scary considering everything that's going on.
Yeah, maybe I had a death wish. Who knows?
Was in it. Yeah. Immediately.
It was dicey. It was risky, but I did it.
I want to be healthier because obviously I'm getting older and it's all about, longevity, which is like... My girlfriend, she's like, I want to live to 108. For what?
Oh, wait, why? What's
I
there?
don't want to do that. We'll have less rates than we have right now. The way this is moving.
108?
My great grandfather who recently had passed was 102. And every day he was like, I'm done.
Yes.
It's a wrap. And he was walking to 101. He was over the shits. And I was like, yeah, that's me like maybe 87, 88 feels like a sweet spot to me. But like after that, I'm like, who's around?
But the thing is you have to take care of yourself. Because by the time you get older, that's
the
what
mobility.
starts breaking down.
Yeah.
So that, but even still, it does give like, passenger princess. Well, take care of me. Help, roll me around. Help, roll me around. Bye. You ready?
But also, you're sober, right?
Yes. Yeah. 9 years.
Period. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Like that's half the shit though. I'm
the drinking?
It's the drinking, drugs. Yes. Like,
but that's what gives you the character. Fun.
But you did your work. You did. You say you
did.
You served your time.
Yeah. I know, but sometimes I wake up and I be like, damn, I ain't got no drama going on. This is crazy. Like, as soon as you start cutting people out and you're not doing drugs, you're not drinking, you being selective of where you going, you wake up and you're like, yo, people not blowing me up. I don't have no gossip. I don't have no problems. Shit is boring.
But you have a friend who has that. Like that's the, it's a give and take. You have a friend who has some of that and you can just kind of watch from afar.
See, the thing is, as a performer, right? I like to be a part.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an audience member all the time. So sometimes when you hearing people drama, you like, ooh, you cut it.
Yeah.
Mute.
Yeah.
Because then it just sounds like everything is going wrong.
Yeah.
And I can't take that on.
I know. I do like to have like a supporting role in someone else's drama. I feel like that's actually really important. Like I don't want to be a main character, but I do want to have like enough stake to give my input and it matter.
But don't you be the drama?
I'm not anymore. I'm different. 2 weeks ago, I'm different.
It was a week ago, a second ago.
Yeah, I was
I rounded down. Yeah. So now I'm running back
Boots
up.
on the ground meets the journalism you got going on. I know. Yeah, I know you out here.
I'm literally not the same as who I was.
So you're not
before.
dating?
What?
So you're not dating?
No. Oh, Hunter can attest, or anyone you want to call, but I've been off the streets actually.
And you?
Yeah. I mean,
hey, y'all have fun. Y'all watch Love Island or y'all be Love Island. What you want to do? I'd rather you be out.
I would rather not
on Love
be
Island.
Here. Oh my god.
Than talk about Love Island.
I want to be on Love Island as like Ariana Madix. Like I want to be like a little. That's exactly enough oomph for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be in a Bryce Trinity love triangle.
No.
Do you have Love Island thoughts? Do you have Brinity thoughts? Nicolandria thoughts?
I didn't really get into this season because it felt like we are losing the plot of Love Island. And also, I would like to say I liked the show originally, but everybody's hot. They got thigh gaps. They got titties on their teeth, like the hairline. Everybody look good. I don't care about these people. They're gonna be fine with or without the show. Why am I invested in these young, 6-pack, nice arms, beautiful skin, tiggle bitties? Like, why am I locked in?
God, I miss tiggle bitties. That's good.
Yeah. No, it's. I mean, y'all love it. Y'all like it, I love it. But
I just like straight people like that. Like, I love to be like, what next will they do? It makes me feel so much better about being a lesbian.
Really?
Yeah.
There's drama.
There's a show I actually wanted to watch, that lesbian one. It's like a lesbian dating show that's apparently just as messy. I Kissed a Girl.
Oh. Isn't that in the UK?
Yeah.
You don't. Okay, Sydney, Britain. What? You don't like
Washington.
the UK?
Yeah, come on.
No, they're different. First of all, I went to London before I went to Scotland.
Yeah.
First of all, they don't have no air in
That's true.
The tube. There's no air. It's got carpet.
There's no
carpet on the seats.
There's no air, no showtime,
no AC. It's just.
Did you watch Tampa Bay's?
No.
Did you watch The L Word?
I did watch
the real
L
Word.
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I got nervous.
My ancestors? What are you talking about? Okay. For which I have beef with the L Word, because why would you have fine ass Pam Grier on there? Not a lesbian?
Oh, wow.
Not a lesbian.
In fact, delivered one of the most transphobic lines in history on TV.
Effed up.
Yeah. Wow. And I was like,
fine.
I don't think she believed in that.
No. there's no way. But at that time, it's like, hey, listen, we cashing the check. So. But they had her in the hair messed up, the log line messed up for her. I had so many notes for the Pam Grier.
Yo, that's
her
too.
character. The Coffee. Everybody watch the film Coffee. Watch Coffee and then watch Pam Grier in the L Word, and you'll be like, what did y'all fucking see? How was this cast?
Yes.
Properly.
Yeah.
It made me very upset. Whatever.
She deserves an apology for that. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, should we talk about relapsed on dick?
No, we're actually, this will be the last podcast I'll ever talk about this again, because I got dragged so bad for I did judgy. Yeah. And obviously, I'm a comedian. So when I go on the platforms, I'm, haha, LOL, we joking, no. But then I get these long ass dissertations about how I'm biphobic, I'm bad for the community. This is why men think that they can have sex with lesbians. Hey, men don't listen anyway. They don't even hear the word no. So me saying my little joke, that's changing the whole... how they respect us, how they listen to us, how they don't abuse it. Girl, bye. But the messages, the people were like, you know what? I said, I don't want to see this no more. So I'm coming on this. I'm bisexual now. I'm bisexual. I'm coming out as bisexual. I'm bisexual. Now what? I'm bisexual.
I have been seeing this discourse on my timeline, on my feed.
On you? On your timeline?
You know, I look around.
Okay.
I like
you to be in a know.
Ear to the
That's
ground.
right,
I like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. There's a real animosity.
I think that's more harmful, being like, you're not that, you're this. If somebody's saying this is their experience, this is how they feel, this is what they believe they are, who are you to be like, no, you can't do this, you can't do. And I'm like, hey, there's late in life lesbians that have had a whole husband, kids, all this other stuff. Now they're like living their life as a lesbian. Yeah. Does that negate everything? Yeah. You know? It's like you should allow people to figure out their lives. Nothing is black or white. And so y'all coming at me, baby, I was just trying to get some views, get my follower count up, because I hate posting on my actual page. So I said, let me do some of this now this situations. And now they're in my DMs stressing me out, and I'm an empath. I'm an empath and I'm an overthinker. So now I'm in my bed at 3 a.m. Look, well, maybe I am bisexual. Meanwhile, it's like, girl, I was going through something. I don't
hold it against you.
I do not want to S a D. I don't want to F a D. I don't need a D. I'm feeling good. I'm not S at all. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Sexual. I mean, I'm in a relationship and I obviously like sex, but
your girlfriend's like, so, okay.
Wait, yeah, okay. No. Okay. I want to get it right, baby. You know, I'm ready for you. Let's go. But yes, let's go. But I'm just saying.
I mean, if we really want to get into some woke shit, the actual thing is like, a lot of that, I think, is people beholden to gender, not sexuality. And so people think that it's like a quite literal like WLW situation and like forget that the expansiveness of women can be anything as well. And I think that like discourse is so like dated and tired, especially in a time where I think a lot of people's identities and like the way that they describe themselves is just queer umbrella term. And I think like the detail is kind of like, listen, you gay, you into me or you're not? What's up? Like that's kind of,
as an elder,
it's been like,
I've been that person. Like you're not lesbian, you're not really lesbian. Like you're not looking at labia with the sun out. Like I've said dumb shit like that, but me, kiki, haha. Like obviously I'm being funny, but also after that situation happened where I found myself across from a man in the daytime on a date, I'm like, how dare I? And so I was gagged and gooped and obviously bamboozled, because then I was in New Jersey with someone.
Led astray.
And so then I was like, you know what? It is a spectrum. People get fucked up. So now I'm all the years I've spent WLW, it doesn't count anymore. Yeah. But also I was like, I'm going to make this mistake because I originally started with the, heterosexual. Yeah. I was raised heterosexual.
The way you're saying that is
that's
so,
what it was.
How do you say it? It's very like heterosexual.
Heterosexual.
I can't even say it. I don't even know the word.
Como se dice? Hetero. I don't know. Come on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Familiar with it.
We need to have more fun.
The kids are not all right. It's not that serious. Yeah, I'm with her.
It is serious because obviously there's people doing real messy, murky water stuff. That's none of my business, okay? That is none of my, I don't want those people. They're I don't see that.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah. It's us.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you are focused on what everybody else is doing, you have no business. You are too available, unemployed.
This is the auntie coming out.
I know. That's just what it is.
Said, okay, underemployment is a big problem in our community.
It is.
Oh, and thank you so much, comedian and now bisexual.
Yes, I am bisexual. What should I do the first day of coming out as bisexual? Not be with a woman.
Back in the closet.
JK. See, we can't laugh.
No, we can't.
Where is the LOL missing in the room?
In the LGBT. Where's the LOL?
You can't have LGBT without the L. What is that? Laugh. We must laugh at the gay. And
Get out of here. Oh my God.
Peyton, can we talk about the beauty advice we've had to unlearn?
Don't get me started. For years, I was not addressing my hair's very specific needs. I was just using whatever products. I wish I could apologize to my old hair. I was following the one-size-fits-all advice, and my hair was just not having it.
Girl, same. I was using heavy oils thinking I was moisturizing my hair. No, I was just weighing it down and clogging my pores. It wasn't until I found products that were actually for my hair texture that I could feel like, oh, so this is what my hair has been missing, and this is what healthy hair actually feels like.
And that's why I love Basque and Lather. They actually get textured hair. Their stimulating scalp and hair balm, it's 100% natural, non-greasy, and no petroleum. It penetrates the strand without clogging the pores. I've been using it regularly, and my breakage has noticeably decreased. They say you should use it for about 3 months to see results, and I believe it.
And their hydrating hair mist is my everyday go-to. It has avocado oil and aloe vera, and it really refreshes my curls.
What really got me, though, is the story behind the brand. It's Black-owned and family-operated. The CEO's sister was misdiagnosed by a dermatologist and was told her hair would never grow back. So her family took things into their own hands. They researched, formulated, and now her sister's hair is longer than ever.
Have you seen the before and afters on their site? I mean, it's a night and day difference for a lot of people.
It's unreal. Listen, if you have been forcing your hair into someone else's routine, it's time to try something that actually sees you.
Explore viral bestsellers and products for healthier hair of all types at baskeandlatherco.com.
That's baskeandlatherco.com. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Okay, we've recommended BetterHelp to you guys before, but I think now it's time for us to actually point to the proof.
The feedback from people who've actually used it speaks for itself. BetterHelp has an average live therapy session rating of 4.9 out of 5, and that's based on 1.7 million reviews.
That's not a small sample size. And with more than 6 million people using BetterHelp globally, there's a lot of consistency in why people keep coming back. It works.
The therapists are legit. At least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, plus all the right education and certifications across different mental health specialties.
Getting started is so simple. Just answer a few questions, you're matched based on your need, and if you're not vibing with your therapist, you can easily switch up.
But don't just listen to us. Go see the reviews, see what stands out, and decide if BetterHelp is right for you.
Visit betterhelp.com/lemme.
That's BETTERHELP.com/lemme.
Well, I want to go to Canada all of a sudden.
I just went. Fantastic stuff.
I want to go to Muskoka. Don't you love saying that? Muskoka.
Muskoka.
Sorry. Big. Okay, we're talking about Sterling Point.
Yep.
Sterling Point is an Amazon Prime show that follows 17-year-old Annie Jacobson from New York City, who inherits a remote island in Canada from an estranged, mysterious grandfather that she never met. And on that island, she discovers an unknown sister and uncovers deep family secrets over the course of a transformative summer.
I'm hooked. I'm in.
Every summer is transformative to me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I like this. People were telling us to watch this, and I am not
so
finished yet,
glad.
but I'm really enjoying it.
With Sterling Point, though, for some reason, the name made me think that it was like industry or like a banking show for some
It was
reason.
giving like military academy,
right?
To me.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's called that still.
Yeah, but you know, I can move on from that because I love or hate her. I absolutely loved Sterling Point. What about you? Lover, hater?
I'm a lover. I really liked. Okay, so when I was watching it, I'm like Muskoka. Why do I know that? What's that? Cindy Revo. Why do I know that? Oh, and it was My Old Ass.
Yes.
Directed and written by the same person as
Megan Park. Shout out to you.
Yes, and I loved My Old Ass. Made me cry.
Of course.
Sterling Point also love. I love the actress Ella Rubin who plays the main character. I think she's super talented, and I'm happy that she's having a moment. And I will say, they all look a little young.
They are.
But I'm rocking with it. I like it. I'm having a good time watching it. It does feel very like scratches the itch of like, I want a sister so bad.
Yeah. Okay, 2 things in response to that. One, going back to Megan Park for a second, did you watch The Fallout?
Yeah, but I wasn't so into it.
Oh, I just watched it because I was like, you know, I loved My Old Ass. I slow burned Sterling Point because I was enjoying it so much. I didn't want to like rush the experience. But I was like, oh, I'll take a break and I'll watch The Fallout. And I loved it so much. I was like, Megan Park, give her a check and let her rip it.
You know
like,
what Cersei used to be on?
But Secret Life of the American Teacher, of course, she was so annoying in that one too.
Talented.
Character work. Yeah, I mean, you got me to be convinced. She was a terrible friend to pregnant Shailene Woodley. But some stars came out of that. Shailene Woodley, Megan Park. Yeah, she really knows how to write.
End of list.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Well, the woman
guy
who
from
gave
Sopranos.
Selena Gomez her kidney.
Yes, her too.
Yeah.
She was a
And
whore or
still,
something.
Selena said, I have no friends in the industry.
That was crazy. But that's another episode. But anyway, I'm so impressed with Megan Park's work and the way she's able to write not just young people, but queer people. More on that later. I wanted to go to the young thing though. Are you not really into like any of those YA shows?
No, I like the YA shows. It's just on this show, I was like, both of these boys just look really young to me.
That is true.
And
gay. Which is okay. That's kind of actually
the
part
Piano
of the appeal.
Man.
Yeah.
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 I can see that.
I think they both young. I mean, when you're young and a boy, you probably look gay. And I think a lot of young girls right now like boys that look gay. That's like the Timothée Chalamet effect kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
Megan Park, if you need me, if you need me to consult, no.
the boys look a little young, but I really like the dynamic between Annie and Ellis and Annie and Rory.
Yes.
Because I think that the Jenny Han shows do this really well, where it's like both boys generally have a lot to bring to the table. Like one of them doesn't feel like sort of a flat, obviously like sort of guy you're not wanting to end up with. And both of these boys feel kind of fun.
Okay, but if you had to pick, are you team Ellis or are you team Rory?
Ellis, 100%.
Right.
Rory?
Okay, I appreciate a boy that is forthcoming with his feelings, especially at such a young age. It was impressive to me. I didn't mind it. And I like my money long, God forbid. Because I'm new
that
here.
I don't just care about money. I care about passion and heart.
Oh, that's always been true about Hunter, by the way.
It is, actually. You know how many... Anyway.
Anyway. Okay. Focusing. I really appreciated how truly difficult it was to pick between the two of them, right? Like obviously, hopefully season 2, we shake that up again. But
well, don't spoil it for me. I'm not done yet.
Oh, what?
I'm on I have 2 more episodes left.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just finished last night and the final episode, I mean, everything makes me cry, but I was boo-hooing, sobbing in a way that was like, I forgive that whore mom. I forgive you.
Now, hey.
Yo.
Now, hey.
Yo.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? God forbid a woman just, wanna let a cat out of a bag.
No.
God forbid a woman just wanna get a little wild.
Listen, and did.
Low key, but
R.I.P. to the diva.
I'm like, wet blanket alert. I'm like, girl.
She's just gay.
No.
Let her just be gay and sad. That's how it starts.
No.
And then you work through it and then you.
She's a bit on my nerves at this point. And I get it. I get how Una has her acting out.
Yeah. I love me some Una. I love a messy young lesbian.
Have you seen, obviously, Bridget Jones' Diary?
Yeah.
When it's like the Christmas scene and she's like, just stir it, Una. The mom.
I love your brain. Oh my God, to be friends with a true cinephile.
What can I say?
I was like, where are we going with this? But I absolutely love where we went.
Such a good line.
To talk about Una and Ramona,
Yes, tell me about the gay sadness.
I'll tell you about the gay sadness. It's part of coming out. The coming out journey is denying that you're gay, realizing you're gay, and getting really sad about it. And then finding, I don't want to promise joy. Things don't always get better, but...
And then I think there's a diversion of a girlfriend that no one likes.
Of course. Sometimes that happens a few times, like ping pong.
Yes, and I'm going to call that Stacey Mallory. Stacey Mallory Stacey.
Oh, the girl with two names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know I hate a girl with two first names. It's so annoying to me.
But sometimes it's fab. But yeah, I think that Megan Park writes queer characters really well. I think like she does something that's really nice where, at least not in the movies that I've seen, in The Fallout or My Old Ass or now Sterling Point, no one really has like some big coming out moment, even if it's not like obvious that they're queer.
Yeah.
It just is. And I think that I'm like totally experiencing envy of like watching teens get to like be gay. Me in the closet as a kid. There were signs. Cut to all the football photos of me. There was a few signs.
Yeah.
But she writes them, and it's like where it's like, yes, this is part of their experience, but it isn't the totality of it, like the coming out of it all. And also the way she...
Can I say, Ramona is a bitch first. And then she
I didn't think she was a bitch. She was hard-headed.
She was so mean to Annie. I'm like, dang, can you let... I gotta be me. It was making me mad. I'm like, Annie is trying so hard to build community between you guys. Like she wants to be so close to you. And yet Ramona at every turn was like, no, door in her face. Right. I'm like, well, technically it's everyone's island, okay? So you better, and if it's Succession and we're voting, I'm gonna go with the brother.
Girl. Who does that remind you of?
Who?
Fine, you can hug me. Who does
me?
That remind you? Girl, hello. Hello, Annie in the room with us right now. Being like, can I get consent to hug? And Hunter will go, yeah. Fine. But, sorry.
Okay, a little bit pot kettle.
But something I think is really lovely is also the way they like style them. Like I feel like queer characters, we talked about this with oh my God, the off-campus show where it's like they make caricatures out of queer people or non-binary people.
Just to be clear, in that show, the non-binary person was also like the biggest bully and so cruel and almost like cartoonishly horrible.
Like almost like
to
evil.
Their brother.
It's like, this isn't Disney anymore. We're not doing that.
Yes. Okay. Anyway, just to explain that a little bit.
It's frustrating, and I feel like this is finally the time that we got to see what we all know, which is like gay people are the hottest, coolest people you know, and they dress really well. And I think that is something that we get to see. And it's not just like, oh, they're queer, what do we do? Put like a rainbow pin on them? It's like, no, we give her like a very specific, like a little carabiner, a bandana, like her shorts hang low. Like she doesn't need to come out in a way that's
hairy
obvious.
underarms too.
But straight girls have been doing that lately. Straight girls have been letting their pits grow out.
Yeah, I did that once.
And I'm getting confused. Oh, you did?
Yeah, when I was in college. Early adopter.
Well, Emerson, yeah. You had to be like, maybe.
I wanted to try. It didn't work for me.
Hunter's experimenting in college was like, I guess I'll see what happens. None of that. Remember the time I waxed one of my armpits?
Oh, I have the photo. I can pull it up actually right now.
She goes, DM me.
DM me.
I forgot about that. COVID.
You know what? Don't even DM me. I'm just going to post it on stories. Girl, I will.
No.
You were so...
I was like,
you're so proud.
It's hard. It hurts.
That was a pandemic for you. But I do, anyway, to your point about the queer coded styling, I did appreciate that Ramona and Una dressed totally differently. Yeah. And that it really felt like character first and like sexuality is a part of that character building.
Yeah, maybe third or fourth. Yeah. I thought that was really nice, and it felt like an easy way to not be like, oh, and now we're dealing with gay people. And even with Sully too, the like supporting character who worked at the
Ellis's friend.
Yeah.
I like that.
I loved his character. I thought he was so like fun. I think he was well fleshed out for being kind of like
a side character. Yeah, which is fine. Nice. A lot of honor in that. No small roles. No.
Only small actors.
Opposite.
Oh, no small actors. No small roles. Only small actors.
That sounds crazy now that I'm thinking about it.
You said it right.
Anyway, I also want to talk about grief, how they're all mourning the mother. And I like how Annie and Ramona have different experiences of their mom.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of space for those conflicting feelings. Grieving someone who has lied to you, who has a secret life, all of that stuff that they're discovering their mother in real time. That stuff always gets me.
Yeah.
I love a movie with a dead mom where like a daughter is like going through the motions.
That last episode then's gonna really get you. Because our friend Sarah Hoggy said she was texting me because no one was on my side about calling the mom a whore. Low-key. But
I support women.
I don't always. Listen, being a lesbian will teach you one thing. Women are just as evil, equal opportunity. But the mom, she was like, if you wrote down the things that the mom did, low-key, Maury. Like, made me think. Made me say.
Maury. Oh, the show.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Was the mom
cheating, got pregnant by another man, asterisk in that, and then was gonna leave her family low-key, but then maybe come back, and I don't know, and then, he's cheating, her man is cheating on his wife, and they got a kid together. It's just a little messy.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Nobody's perfect.
You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
Say it with me. Women's stories matter. They just matter.
And that part's true. And slutty women's stories matter too. So, yeah, I think there's, it's not just interesting. It's not just the grief of the mom. It's the grieving of like what could have been. That feels really well done to me. Again, last episode.
Wow. Can I say one more thing about the brother?
Yes.
The baby Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Both father and son showing out.
Wait, what? Last week you just were like, because you kept watching.
Yeah.
I was like, he was so good. And you're like, no, he's not.
Oh, he was barely in the episodes that I saw. The first two, he was barely in them.
Well, see, that's what happens when we don't sit and listen to our friend Peyton, who's always right. But he's a star.
And when did you change your life? Was it 1 week ago or 2?
2 weeks ago. It had gone from 6 to 8 to 8 to 6 to 4.
What's his name? His name is Baby. That's Greg's name.
Okay. Sterling, yes. But he is a star.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's what?
He's great.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, he's so good. And I like when it's not just that a child acts just like their parent, like a famous Nepo, acts just like their parent. I think he has his own sort of kind of slacker energy that's fun.
I didn't even know Mark Ruffalo had a kid. Multiple?
He could have more.
Oh, hey. Is he married?
Yeah.
Oh. That was whatever. Listen, according to Sterling Point, that don't mean nothing. I'll tell you that. But small detail I really appreciated. Mm-hmm. I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Ella. Someone was saying in an interview how they were just encouraged to improv a lot on set because Megan really wanted to feel like the voices were real. And so if there was monologues, it was feel free to take a stab at it. And I think that just shows one, how important improv is in acting, but how important it is when you're writing young voices. Because it was really, to me, I was so shocked at how natural all the, I guess conversations felt and were. I'm not a 18-year-old, even though I know, stop. But I was like, oh, this really feels like young people having conflict or young people having a big feeling and not knowing what to do with it. It was really impressive to me.
It does remind me, or does make me think, I guess, as someone who was on a YA show, if she has that extra layer of maybe sensitivity to the how do you do, fellow kids, that can often come out when you're writing young voices. And when really the actor is in the age range is closer to the authority on this than maybe the writer is sometimes.
Oh my God, now I want to go back and watch The Secret Life of the American Teenager and be like, what happened?
And listen, it's time. Let's do it.
We actually really should do it.
No,
Ricky was fine.
Who's Ricky?
I think his name was Ricky.
Was that the
bad
baby
boy?
Daddy?
Yeah, the baby daddy bad boy.
It's just that none of them could really act. I remember the scenes that I've seen clips of Shailene and she's
and her thick old hair.
Yes.
She had the hair on. Oh my God. No, all love. I love Shailene Woodley. That's my sister. You should eat. That hilarious. The red carpet interview reference. Okay.
Okay, Sterling Point. Watch it if you haven't. And if you have, what should we be watching next?
Yeah.
Because Sterling Point was a listener rec, and I enjoyed it.
That's true.
Yes.
And someone actually, that's how I got into Outer Banks. We know the youth here.
Is that with the hot guy?
With a few. But yeah, the one that's in let me speak your language. The one that's in the High music video is in Outer Banks. The Relationships music video.
That's one that was
sexy.
in Queer.
Yes. Look at these minds melding. We get this. We get culture.
Ally.